We always get asked what is the best golf ball on the market. What's the best golf ball for mid-handicap golfers? What's the best golf ball for low-handicap golfers? And what's the best-selling golf ball of the year? Well, today introducing the Taylormade TP5 Stripe golf ball. And for me, by the title, you will see that I believe this should replace the PROV1. We know the #1 ball in golf is that PROV1 right there. But this golf ball has a few things extra. Not only does it have 2 more layers, but it also has an alignment aid that could really help you. And what exactly is that alignment aid going to do? Well, obviously, if I'm on this par 3 here, one of the hardest par 3s in Yorkshire, then we want to think, what can that golf ball do? And the first thing it can do is that right there. It's starting to get your leading edge square. So if you're somebody who struggles with potentially getting your ball starting on line or squaring that club face up, then you could do that. The next thing we could do with this golf ball is we could have it the other way. We could have that down our alignment, we could have that on our start line there. That would be left of the flag and in the trees. Nicely there, I can move that and get that pointing towards my target. So if that's pointing towards my target, again, we're starting to get some reference of where I want that club to potentially work. So I know what I need to do with my club path. And it's a good visual training aid there. And again, it's just helping you with your alignment, with your start line, which is what I would say most golfers need to do. But there's a couple of different things you can do with your driver, which we'll get to on the next tee, which could help you with your setup. So it's not only helping you with things such as your aim, but it could also help you with your setup. So there's a lot of boxes ticked with this golf ball that could help you lower your scores. Again, that started on my line, 4-iron here on this par 3. Just bouncing short and running up nicely onto the front edge of that green. So straight away there, I got the start line I wanted. I've got the ball up there on what is one of the hardest par 3s in Yorkshire. Now, as a putting specialist, this is where, for me, this golf ball can really help you. And the previous versions of the Stripe in the Tour Response were fantastic. But getting that ball lined up to your intended target here could get you starting that ball on line and getting some feedback. So if you cut across the ball, you'll see that it won't roll pure end over end. If we strike this ball square, again, we should start to see that roll end over end. So we're going to try that with where that 4-iron has finished. So nice and easy, a big alignment aid here, and I can really start to focus in on getting that ball doing what I want. Because if you're a mid-handicap golfer, if you're a low handicap golfer, a lot of the times you're losing shots here. So we're losing shots on that putting green. So how many putts do you have per round? If you're up in the high 30s, then that's potentially why your handicap isn't in the low teens or isn't down at scratch. So improving this can really help you. And this golf ball, obviously, with the alignment aid, can help you break down what it is. So if it rolls well, which that has rolled well there, pace is good, turning, nice and easy there. We'd take that putt all day, because from here, Tour average would say that you are expected to 3-putt more than not. But right there, we can just tell that was a little bit short if I was being critical. But here for me, that would be a nice easy tap in. But one big thing for this golf ball for me is if you are in this distance here. So if you're around about 3-4 feet, you've hit a putt from there, it's turned a little bit more than you wanted it to, your pace was slightly out. This is where this is really going to help you hole more putts and understand what you are doing with your stroke. And guys, if you're looking for lessons on short game, then my email is below and we could help you do that online or in person, because this is where we want to break down why you've potentially missed. Because you could come in here, right, I think this putt is straight, and I could cut across that ball. We can see straight away that ball doesn't roll end over end, so I know that my face and path aren't matching up, and that's why I've missed. And from there we can then start to go, okay, what do I need to work on? What kind of drills do I need to do to hold those putts to lower your scores, which is also on the channel, guys. And guys, if you are new to the channel, then welcome. And if you want to hit that subscribe button, we are trying to get to 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And if you're a regular viewer, I hope you're enjoying the new content. And don't worry, mid-handicap Dave is coming back. He is retired now, so he's got nothing but time. Now on the tee box there is one big thing that I see from a lot of golfers, and that is getting into the correct setup to make sure you get the right launch. Mid-handicap Dave is one of those people who does that. So he doesn't always get his spine angle back, and then from there he's often hitting maybe a little bit down and he gets the ball coming out very low. And if you're somebody who's not getting quite the height that you want for your driver, you've gone to a 12-degree driver and you still can't get that launch, then this golf ball could help you. So a nice simple way to get this is, again, we're going to use this golf ball. I'm going to angle it this way right here. So you can see that the golf ball there is on a tilted axis, and when I set up to this driver, what I want to do is feel like I'm looking straight down at the Taylormade writing on that golf ball. So I've got that set. If I'm here, I can't see that writing. If I now tilt, I'm in that good position now to get that club working up on the way through and getting the launch that we want, because after all, we want to get you hitting the ball further, we want to get you hitting the ball straighter, and we want to get you hitting more fairways so you can get your scores down. And this golf ball there, straight away, we've talked about obviously how it could help you to square your club face up, talked about how it could help you with your alignment, and now we're talking about how it can help you with your setup. So it's ticking a lot of boxes here. Yes, you can get those Pro V1s with some extra lines on if you do a custom order, but how many of you would go online, honestly guys, and comment below to do that custom order to get some little bit more alignment aids than what it's currently got? Here, nice and obvious on those golf balls that you can just buy from the shop. So again, they do say it's a nice soft feeling golf ball, and you'll see at the bottom of the screen there exactly how it compares from TP5 to TP5X, because for me, one thing is that often golf manufacturers change what an X is and what a standard golf ball is, so you're not always sure how it compares. Is the Pro V1 the same as a TP5? That's what you can see on the bottom of the screen. Which one would suit you? Which one's obviously got more spin, which one's got less spin, and you can obviously then fit that golf ball to yourself. So again, in at setup, get that club behind, build my stance, and final thing, angle that spine away so I can see the Taylormade writing, and then it's just commit to my shot. And you can see there a nice high launch, a little bit of a draw up that left hand side, which will open up this hole nicely. But we all want to know, how is this going to compare to that #1 golf ball, the Pro V1? So let's jump into the studio, let's talk about the differences in how that ball is made, and also let's see which one's going to go the furthest and which one really will come out on top. So inside we'll start with that TP5X. So like I say, Taylormade, and we've just talked about the tech in the golf ball, but a 5-piece ball. They have always said, Taylormade, that the more layers, the more consistency you get, the more distance you get, the more penetrating ball flight. But again, let's put that to the test on the simulator. So I'm going to hit 3 with each, and again, see what kind of strikes we get. So interesting there, a little bit low on the face. Let's see what that's carried. Still gone 260, running out to 280, which I would say, slight misstrike there. I'd be more than happy with that. So again, let's go same ball again. Red. That was out of the middle, so that one felt a good solid strike. Let's see what higher launch, as you can see there. 265 carry, going 280, so clubhead speed is good there, but for me, I would say, if anything, that is a little bit down on the normal distance I would expect. I'd be looking for around about 300 yards, and again, distance-wise or speed-wise, up at the 110, so still plenty of clubhead speed, but not going as far there. Again, another good strike. A little bit left. Again, we can't blame the golf ball for the direction. 270 carry, going out to 285. So a little bit closer there to what I would expect. So let's swap over to the latest Pro V1. And like we know, this golf ball has been #1 on tour for many a year now. So it's one of those things, do you buy Pro V1s just because you've seen it online, you've seen it on the PGA Tour, you've seen it on the DP World Tour? A lot of marketing went into this golf ball, and probably why it has the dominant share. If Taylormade had that golf ball, you know, maybe let's say 20 years ago and put all the marketing the same as Titleist did, would there be a lot more of you buying the Taylormade golf ball? So again, didn't feel like it was a perfect strike, certainly gone high, but that bad shot there out to the right, 263 going 275, so very similar. So the pattern could be the same, maybe it's just me, I'm not striking as well, I'm not getting the flight that I would normally see out on the golf course today. And again, that can depend, so that's when you are spending £40, £50 on some golf balls, would you potentially be better going for a cheaper option as a 3-piece urethane ball, saving yourself that little bit more money? Comment below. So better strike there, a lower ball flight with the best stroke. 281 going to that elusive 300 yards, so spin there down at 2,000 revs, so straight away there, a well struck one, just as good as I hit the TP5, it has gone that little bit further, so although that golf ball has got a lot of technology visually on that could help you out on the golf course, are you potentially sacrificing a little bit of distance? And that is definitely not the golf ball's fault, but let's hit another one. Let's grab that. And that was definitely me, not the golf ball. So one more here. And again, a spinny one there. That's the strike. But again, a really bad one there spinning up is going as far as the one that came out low with that TP5. So for me, fantastic golf ball from Taylormade that could offer you a lot, but straight away here in the simulator, numbers speak for themselves. I'm still feeling like I get that little bit more distance out of the PROV1, but is that because of the name and because of the marketing? Again, you might have a little bit more confidence over that ball. I think this is fantastic for you to help you improve your game. You might lose a little bit of distance, but overall, that might not be a bad thing if it lowers your scores.